Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the reality show, girls.
Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
And look who's over here. Who could it be?
Who could it be? Who is that? Who are you? Get out.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry for being here.
Guys, everyone, we have a special guest. The most special gem of okay, seriously, she's not that great. It's Greer.
Greer, woo.
And I'm not that great, apparently.
And you're not that great. Like, you're good. Yeah. But, like, anyways, we have a lot to talk about. And oh my gosh, we see this every week. But, like, actually, seriously. I'm
literally so excited to talk about the things on reality TV.
I know.
Yeah.
Specifically Love Island. Because, yes, The Bachelorette has started. But guess what? I'm more invested in Love Island. Sorry.
You know
USA. Let me clarify.
It's so good.
It's
sorry.
Okay, so the thing is, it's like notorious. We all know that UK has been better than US.
S+ tier.
Like, UK has really produced some like really good seasons.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Molly May.
Yes.
Maura Higgins.
Georgia. Even Georgia and
God.
Danny and Jack.
Even going back to like Amber, Kim,
Oh, yes.
Olivia. I mean, these are people that Davide, Ekin Island, just last year, 2 years ago. And now it's like, I don't know. Who's watching UK right now?
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
But
oh, you are too? I didn't
I was on top of it watching it as it came out every day on like ITV, but I just didn't like it that much. And now I can like keep up with it on Hulu. Yeah. And it comes out like a week later then.
Yeah. I'm watching it on Hulu, and it's like, I think I'm only 6 episodes in, and I just got bored.
Yeah.
They're so boring.
And Jess is mean.
Which
like,
one's
it's
Jess?
not fun.
Jess
with Ronnie. Like, Jess and Ronnie are not fun to watch. She's mean.
I don't like any of them.
She's mean, but Harriet is annoying, and Jess
so
hates
annoying.
Harriet.
No,
I mean,
know.
Can I spoil a little bit?
Yeah, please.
Spoiler alert. Harriet gets kicked off, but like before she gets kicked off, her and Jess are constantly bickering to each other.
I know. It's like, that's the reason I stopped watching. I was like, I can't with this anymore.
But I would like to say, I obviously have not been keeping. I mean, I'm kind of lightly. You just update me, and that's really it. I'm just like, what's happening? I'm like, whatever.
Yeah.
I would like to say that Greer watched all of US.
Yes, I did.
In how many days?
Like 2.5. I started it. Eleni told me that we were going to be talking about this on Sunday. On our shift on Sunday.
Yes. Oh, by the way, we work together. That's how we know each other. But guys, Greer is a phenomenal actress here in New York City. But I did tell Greer, I was like, because we were talking about, obviously we're going to be talking about the first episode of Jenn's season of The Bachelorette. But I was like, I think Love USA, like Love Island.
Love USA.
I was like, where's the other word? I think Love Island USA took everybody by surprise.
It did.
Like, I don't think anyone was prepared for this. So I'm really excited to deep dive in it. And Greer was like, I'm down. I'll watch the whole thing. And she did.
And I did. I got it all done.
And how many episodes is that?
25 episodes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, minus the After Suns. I didn't watch the After Suns.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But I watched every episode. Every episode available to me.
I'm so proud of you.
In 2.5 days. That's 25 hours of Love Island, you guys.
Woo.
My brain is goop. But I'm so ready to talk about it.
Yes, we're going to talk about it. Do you want to get right into it and save like our life updates for after?
Oh yeah, what's happening? Well, you're in rehearsal. You're about to. I can't believe you're leaving.
Yeah, I guess we should mention that we're gonna have to go back to virtual podcasts because
this is our last.
This will be the last in-person one for about a month.
For like a month, it's fine.
It's fine. It'll be okay. If anything, it'll help me edit easier.
Yeah, the editing will be easier. Yes,
sorry.
But so Whitney's gonna be away for a month, but then we'll be back in it. But how's rehearsal going?
It's going pretty well. It's a quick rehearsal process. It's literally 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
I just feel like I just want to mention like the little Bachelor. Oh my God. You know what I need to talk about?
Oh yeah.
Holy moly.
Say it. Just, yeah.
You guys. Guess what happened? Okay. Sorry. Rewind. So my parents came to visit last week because Eleni was out of town. So they got to stay here with me. And we went to go see a couple of shows, and we saw The Wiz. And guess who was sitting in front of me?
Who?
Freaking Rachel Lindsay.
No
First
way.
Black Bachelorette.
You're kidding.
One of my like girls that I've been
her.
looking up to for like ever since she was on the show.
So special.
Literally. And it's so funny because my mom recognized her first before I did. And she's not even like big on The Bachelor, but she
that's crazy.
Yeah, she was just like,
I
look,
loved Rachel.
who is that? Isn't she? And I literally looked up and I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, she probably heard me be like,
and you know, wait, did I ever tell you that I saw Chris Harrison at a show?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
The first time I saw Shocked, I was like, and he was also in the balcony.
Chris
I said,
Harrison in the balcony at Shocked.
Yeah, I will say we were
crazy.
sitting in the orchestra.
That's crazy.
That's bougie.
That was because of TKTS. Thank you for getting me some good seats.
Okay, shout out to
but
TKTS.
yeah, I didn't bother her for the first act, and then like intermission hit, and she was there with her mom and her sister, and they were trying to get a picture like with the stage because it had like a cool backdrop. And so I was like, okay, that's my in. And I was like, because she was trying to take a selfie, and I was like, do you guys want me to take it for you? And they're like, oh my gosh, yes, please, thank you.
Wait, that's
so
sick.
her phone.
Wait, that's so much fun.
You did not tell me that you touched her phone.
Yeah,
that's
I would have gotten her phone and started running.
I would have taken a selfie on
yeah, I'm like, let me get the tea. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
I would be running. But I would look at her text messages. I would go through her phone.
No, I'm not going to do that.
I would never do that.
Right.
I will be going through your phone.
No, but yeah, I took the pictures for her, and then I told her, I was just like, you know, I'm a big fan. I've been watching you since you were on the show. And she's like, oh, thank you so much. And then we started talking, and she was just, I don't know how it came up, but she was just like, I don't know if she asked me where I was from first or what, but I basically told her like, oh, I moved here like in December. I'm an actor. I'm like doing the thing like they're doing and trying to. And she was like, no way. And then she was like, oh yeah, I wanted to be in theater, but my mom wouldn't let me. And
with the mom being right there.
Yeah, mom was like, no, you just didn't want to. They were being funny about it all. Yeah. And her mom somehow brought up like, she was like, yeah, I didn't want Rachel to be on The Bachelor. I tried to tell her, no, don't do it.
Oh my god,
it was so funny.
I love that.
And then
I
Rachel,
believe it. Like, would any parent want their kid to be on The Bachelor?
Yeah,
like
not really.
Right, like
no one really.
No one wants to see their kid go
unless
through that.
unless the mom is like a big fan of The Bachelor. I'm sure
like
then they
Peter
would want
Weber's
their child.
mom was so ready for that.
Yeah, no, so true.
What is she?
True.
Bring her home.
That was crazy. That was so crazy.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, Barb.
Sorry.
What are you saying?
What are you saying?
Barb.
I've never seen someone hate, and like Maddie Pruitt is like, like a Jesus
like
lover. Like
she's
married
all over
and
my TikTok.
Yeah.
Anyways,
really?
Whitney, so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's
Did
okay.
not mean to interrupt.
I want to see Barb on another reality TV show. Though.
Yes.
She should be on Traitors or something.
She should be on like the. Oh wait, she's married.
Golden Bachelor.
She should be on the Golden Bachelor.
she should be.
She should be on the Golden
Unfortunately,
Bachelor.
she's spoken
married.
for. Yeah. Whatever. But yeah. So then Rachel was like, "If you want to be on The Bachelor, let me know." And I was like.
How are you gonna let her know?
Exactly. I'm like, I tagged you on my Instagram post, but it's fine.
No, you literally need to DM her and be like, get me on the show. Like,
I've
put
been
me in
following
contact.
her.
Did you follow so she could see the follow? Oh, Whitney.
Oh, do that.
Well, then it would be like, you said
No,
you were
it's-
already following me.
No,
and a
but you
big
talked to
fan.
her. So if you DM
But the thing is,
her,
I posted the pic because I took a selfie with her. I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, okay, perfect.
And I posted the selfie on my story and I tagged her.
Okay, so then just post it in like a dump or something and then tag her in the dump.
But I've already dumped for June.
Dump for July.
Dump for July. No
Dump
one has
for
to
July
know.
now.
Whitney, no one has to know.
It's also not a good selfie. Like I was like,
no, it's fine.
But
no one looks at dumps. Just go say mid-June to early July dump.
Yeah,
That's so
and then
specific.
tag her in that, and then you can send her a DM and be like, "Please get me in contact with the producers," because there are some real. Oh my gosh! Everybody
wish you guys
pause
could
for
see
the
the cat.
princess. Pause for
I
the
don't think
princess.
she's in the frame, but she looks insane right now.
She is my
Maybe
favorite.
I'll take a photo.
Yeah,
and
take
try
a
and put
picture
it
of
in
that. That's
the-
wild. Anymore.
Yeah, that was fun. And then her mom, as we were leaving, she like tapped me on the back and said, "It's nice to meet you." I was like,
Oh my god.
Wait, that's
Miss
precious.
Lindsay.
They're obsessed with
That's not their
you.
last name, actually.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it
Rachel
is.
Lindsay.
Rachel Lindsay.
She kept her last name.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
divorce.
loved her.
Ooh,
That's so
I'm so
special. How
sad.
fun.
I really supported Rachel and Brian together, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Hey, if the shoe don't fit, the shoe don't fit.
I don't think I liked him very much.
I
honestly don't remember.
I have no memory of that season. Yeah,
I do. I remember the proposal because her poor hair was blowing in the wind, and
I think there was someone else that I really liked on that season, and then.
Oh my God! What's his face? Peter with the
yes, yep, that's the one.
And the silver fox.
Yeah. No, that is the one.
But she would say that he wasn't as great as he seemed. But I loved the edit that he got. I still follow him today.
No, it's true.
Now
he's just stalk all these
he's
people
like
again.
Owning a gym or something.
Yeah, these people you're saying their names and I can't even see a face right now.
Oh my God, I'll show you later. Yeah. He's so cute.
Yeah, but anyways.
Yes. Sorry, and then. So there's just so many Bachelor connections that have been happening lately.
Yeah.
So in the show that I'm in a Little Night Music, and so a girl that I'm working with, she does opera, and she was like, "Oh, you watched The Bachelor? The last show I did, the last opera I was in, I was understudying Charlene, who has her own podcast, Dear Shandy, because she was on Juan Pablo's season back in the day.
Long time ago.
Oh, bad season.
Great season.
Bad season.
Andy Dorfman. Love her.
See, I didn't really watch that season because I
haven't seen it.
Hated
that was like my first, I want to say that was like my first full season.
I was like in high school and I was like, I hate this man, and I turned off the TV.
Yeah, wow. I remember watching it with my mom. I want to watch it. We watched it. I remember us watching that season specifically, and we thought it was so, we loved it. We just thought it was so funny.
That's crazy that was the season that got you in.
Well, I had watched it in the past. I would say that's my first full ass.
That's crazy.
Full season.
That's wild. That's wild.
Crazy. And then one final Bachelor connection. Another girl that I'm working with, she was, I don't know if it was her or her friend. She's like, her friend is doing like the BDC intensive thing. And she was like, there's this girl that like this blonde girl that was on The Bachelorette or The Bachelor.
Oh no.
Who's in my class. And I was like, what?
Wait. Should Greer guess?
Blonde girl.
A blonde.
From
There's
Nick
so many
Vile's
blondes.
season.
I didn't watch Nick's season either.
Oh man.
I know. Everybody's
Did you watch Bachelor in Paradise after?
Yes.
Okay. So you might know who it is. But I guess I'll just say it.
Yeah.
It was she might have the wrong person because there's a lot of blondes up there. But we were pulling up pictures and she pointed at Corinne.
Wait, I know who Corinne is though.
Yeah.
She's like, I know who Corinne is.
Because she was like really controversial on Nick Vile's season.
Yes.
Falling asleep all the time.
Yeah, she went to Bachelor in Paradise.
Wait, why was
she apparently she says that she's a theater kid.
She's into theater. She's a theater.
Yeah. So I need to like fact check that and maybe like scoop out if she's in New York.
I'm just gonna show up to BDC and be like, "Where's the intensive?"
Point me in the direction of the intensive.
Because like the intensive is for people probably not over, I would say like 25, and she's definitely over 25.
I think the intensive is for everyone.
No, it's like, for everyone, but the common ages I feel like younger because it's like who takes that much time off of work.
But
True.
Real.
That's why I'm like, I don't know for sure if it's Corinne. It could be a different blonde girl.
It could.
There are a lot of blonde girls on these seasons.
Though,
if it is Corinne, that's crazy.
That's wild.
That's so funny.
But yeah, basically we're just surrounded by Bachelor people everywhere we go.
I can't wait to run into Joey and Kelsey.
Oh my God! Whenever they finally move here,
I'm gonna
literally trip. I'm gonna trip Joey when I see him.
He better have some freaking curly locks on his head by the time he gets here.
I know, seriously, that buzz got to go.
It's so bad.
Joey,
so bad.
You look horrible.
Wow. Do you guys have any updates with your lives?
Oh, God, Greer, what are you doing?
I'm doing the same.
We can't even talk about what we're doing.
We can't even, like that's.
We can only say so much.
Right. We're surviving.
Because we're so mysterious.
We are. We're enigmas. We're enigmas.
We're making shifts and changes in our lives.
I'm having a quarter life crisis.
Yes.
Okay? And I'm just trying to navigate it. And I feel like that.
And you might be Rudolph.
Oh, did you submit for that?
We looked at pictures and we got really scared.
I want to be in it so bad.
I don't know if anyone saw the call of this actors. I don't know if you saw the call, but if you see the Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, just look at the pictures.
Look at the pictures and
I know
you'll get scared.
I follow a girl that did it.
You did?
I think I would love to do that
as
tour.
An elf.
As an elf. I will
You'd be perfect.
not. I will not be stepping into the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer costume.
No, because I think I would.
Clarice costume. I mean, I would.
No, I think I would step.
I mean, they got a booty.
Yeah, no, Rudolph got a donk.
A donk.
Rudolph is a baby reindeer, you guys.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
So you're saying
he's got that ass though. That ass though.
No, but if you look at the costumes, if you're in the theater world and you submitted, look up the website, look at the pictures.
Yeah.
It's too late to turn back now. Like, I have submitted for those roles and I would do it. Like, obviously I would do it.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I love Christmas and I'm adorable.
Yeah, you do love Christmas.
I love Christmas and I'm adorable and I am perfect.
And you'd be perfect for it.
But I would not post it.
That would
online.
be crazy. Just take the check and leave, like I said.
Yeah.
Like,
what else is happening, Greer?
Literally nothing, I think. I mean,
well, here's a question for you.
Okay.
Are you like really big into reality TV? Like,
yes, of course.
What's your favorite reality TV show?
Let's go over this. This is the most important question.
This is controversial.
Actually, not
and
really.
Brave, because Eleni and I have already talked about this at work, but I love the Kardashians.
Yeah.
I love them. Mm-hmm. They are my girls. Like,
they're your sisters.
Like, they are my sisters. Like, I don't. I don't know how to explain it, but I feel so comforted by their presence in my room on my TV.
I had a phase. I
was going to ask if you
like
ever got into it.
Yeah.
Whenever I was back home, it would be on E all the time. And so it would just be playing in my room and I would watch it all the time.
It's perfect. They're
hilarious. I was very invested at a point in time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love them. I think that they're so funny. I think that they get a lot of shit and a lot of hate for why? Like, for what?
For yes and for
I
for
do
no.
hate on them just because the way that they live their lives is just
it's crazy.
I mean, it's crazy. And
egregious?
Like, when I
Is
watch
that the right word?
when I watch the show, I'm like, oh my God, you guys are sometimes so out of touch.
Yeah.
Like, but that's why
it's entertaining.
love them. But that's why I love them. Like, I'm not expecting them to be like freaking saints and people that
I love that
gonna
take though. I love that you love
world.
that.
But
it's a good take.
They sit there and they live their lives the way they live their lives, and I can't hate them for it.
And it's entertaining. And it's entertaining as hell. Like,
that's why they've been on for 25 seasons.
That's
like,
crazy.
And I have watched every single one of them.
That's crazy. Okay, so what's your favorite love reality TV show?
Okay. Love.
This is a hard one.
This is a hard one because like I'm such a Bachelor Nation girl. Like,
but like
I've been there forever.
I know.
And Bachelor in Paradise, like, that is what pulled me in. But now it's just bad.
It's not
now
doing
it's just
well.
bad, and I'm really hoping
Joey
it has a
season
comeback.
Joey
season got it back up.
I'm really
But
hoping
the production values got.
If
so
Maria
much better.
had been chosen as the Bachelorette, I think it would have kept riding on that train.
True.
But unfortunately, it's not.
But I feel like Maria and Sydney and like both of those girls would be perfect in Paradise. Like Sydney and Maria, Paradise, the girl, the blonde. Sydney and Maria, the one that
Maria
called Maria crazy and a liar.
Literally
and a
the way
bad
that she
person.
disappeared from my brain. I don't care.
Disappeared.
Like, she was nuts. But she's Ashley I's friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how she got into the world. But I just think that them on Paradise would be perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be iconic. So I really hope they don't cancel it. I
think
really
they'll do
hope.
it like next year, maybe.
Yeah, they're not going to do it this year, but
It sucks.
They have too much to do because they're going to do the Golden Bachelorette, and it's busy.
I'm bored of that.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
bored of that.
One more reality question for you.
Yeah, of course.
What is your favorite Netflix reality, and what is your favorite Bravo reality?
Okay, favorite Netflix reality. The Mole. Like, hot take, you guys.
he has been watching this new season, so Lenny's crazy about
Can I
it.
say this morning I was watching it and I was like,
You were yelling at the screen. I was like, what's happening out there? I'm in my room,
$5,000.
No, it's so good.
You idiots. Get it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's
I
so
have
good.
to get into it.
You need to get into it.
I'm sweating. Because if any show I would apply to,
You go on the Mole.
I would go on the Mole. I would go on the Mole. And I don't want to be the mole because I'm horrible at lying. I mean,
so
I'm
bad.
good. I'm good at lying, but
similar to the Traders?
Kind of. Kind of.
No,
like,
but
yes, kind of,
it's
but
a little
not
more.
really.
It's it's a little more.
It is
Whitney,
like the traitors.
Really,
it is. It's just like one person trying to sabotage the whole game for someone else, for everybody else.
But it's so good.
So good.
I think I might like that more because I find traitors to be too kitschy. Like
I agree. It's like a little.
Why are we?
I'm so passionate about
the costumes.
I'm so glad you said them. I'm
the
so
host
glad you said them.
Makes me laugh. But,
I love Alan Cummings.
Yeah,
like I love him. But
so in character.
Every other part of the traitors is just like.
I love these takes. Okay,
I love
what's the Bravo? What's the Bravo take?
Vanderpump.
Okay,
obviously.
Okay.
Nice. And I just got into Vanderpump, so I'm like not caught up at all.
Oh,
like,
really?
Yeah, I haven't
Where
been
are
there
you
from
at?
the start. Season like 1, like straight up, starting from the beginning.
Stassi and Jax,
like starting from the freaking beginning. Because
well, baby, buckle up, Buttercup, because you're about to go down.
I know.
Go down the whole journey.
Take, actually, my favorite reality TV show is Dancing with the Stars. And
okay,
we know
like literally,
like we know this.
Well,
like,
that's in the game.
So is the Mole, though.
Like,
yeah.
It's really.
But anyways, these are all great takes.
Yeah. So
we're in for a good.
You're able to stay in your seat.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored to be here.
Shantae, you stay.
Shantae,
you stay.
Shantae, you stay.
That's a shout out to one of my favorite reality TV shows.
Yeah, which is also.
And you
so
know what?
good.
It's always
reality
a classic.
TV is just so comforting. It's just the best. Like,
and I love to talk about it.
I do too.
Yeah. So let's get into
talk about it.
Okay. Am I Canadian? Sorry. Let's talk
about Love Island USA. I mean, okay.
Woo, child.
Woo!
Y'all,
Jesus, take
Casa Amor.
Casa.
I have. Can I just say this first and foremost?
Say.
I have never, ever felt teary-eyed.
Yes. Yep.
Watching Casa Amor.
Yeah. It is heartbreaking.
It was like shocking. So as we know, can I just start with the elephant in the room, Aaron and Kaylor?
Yes.
Aaron and Kaylor.
Oh,
I'm so upset.
Oh boy.
First off, I still don't know why the UK people and the Australians are in USA,
why
but
are they? I texted Eleni that when I first started watching, and she said, "Yeah, you have the same takes." With
yeah, we have the same takes.
Literally, like
I think we talked about this last time, but I just have to say it one more time.
From UK that didn't make it on, they said, "You can come over here, I guess."
Yeah. So anyways, I just, it's really jarring. It's really jarring to watch this and experience this because we've all been Kaylor. We've all been Kaylor. So it's it's like us, at least for me, I feel like it's like I'm watching my younger self go through it. And I think a lot of people are very passionate about it on TikTok too, and just like on social media in general. So like if you haven't gone down that rabbit hole,
that's all my TikTok page is right now.
Yeah, it's like I watched one of them.
Just
and it's
for Kaylor, a sign in the club.
So many.
Boom. But the real shockers, obviously, they were like falling in love. Like I don't know if they
Kaylor
kind of like.
definitely
So
was.
so before everyone,
she's in love with him.
Yeah.
Let's just say the basic gist. Casa Amor. So is when the guys and the girls get split up. The guys go off to this place called Casa Amor, another villa, and they have a bunch of new girls come in.
Yes.
Talk to them, and then
Bombshells.
a bunch of new boys come into the house with the girls and talk to them.
And it's the true. It's like
the
4
true
days.
test.
It's the true
The true test.
of,
They like to say
of
their
where
relationship.
they're at in their relationship. But this year was interesting.
Yes, it was interesting because the boys got a text saying, "Hey, you're gonna go to Casa Amor, but you get to choose if you want to leave or stay in the main villa."
And then they sneakily left, and then basically they
This
just all
shit
decided.
got me
They all
so
decided
mad.
to go to
They
leave.
all decided
Why
to
I
leave.
got so mad about this?
But okay,
Because Aaron and Cordell sitting there.
boundaries
They were
were
the
placed.
last two in the kitchen. They're debating. They're like, should we go?
And
Like,
Kendall
should
was
we
there
go?
too. Like they were kind of just like all the three of them because Kendall's obviously with Nicole,
Right.
Serena and
Kendall
Those are
went,
the
though,
solid
but it was
relationships.
like-
Serena and Cordell, and then Aaron and Kaylor. You know, it's hard to place
They were
Serena
all,
and
like-
Cordell in a strong place because it's
feel like
been
they
such
were,
a
though.
slow burn, and then
But
she's
Cordell
been
has
kind
been
of out of
committed
it.
to
but-
Serena the
Yes.
entire time.
Yes.
Cordell has always been, I will say, has been consistent on that front.
Serena.
With Serena, Aaron, obviously, there's
And I
been
think-
no one else, and then I think Kendall, like, really has been. After
With
Nicole the whole time,
completely.
even his like even flaky moments, I think he literally was just doing that
Yes.
because he was upset that Nicole was going after Miguel.
I agree completely.
Like anyways, but I think Kendall, in that moment, the three of them were like,
what are we going to do?
We're not going to kiss. We
that
gotta
is my
experience
problem.
no kissing, no cuddling, no
sleeping outside.
We're
that
sleeping
was
outside.
my problem with the whole thing, because Cordell and Aaron did their little bro high five after, and they were like, we're going to be respectful. We're going to be respectful.
And literally the minute they stepped into that villa and saw those girls, that all flew out of their brains.
Oh, I was
Their brain cells depleted, and they only had 5 left, and then they were down to 0.
Oh, I was screaming at the television.
I just like have a hot take as well, because like
Okay.
I know that we're all gonna hate Aaron probably the most, but God, I just have to say it. I don't like Kendall.
What?
Yes.
No, dog.
Because of the way he treated his takes and things.
I just think the way he was egging the men
I mean,
on.
that was
I
disgusting,
swear,
yes.
I don't know what's more unattractive. I think if I were Nicole and I saw that back, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to have a serious talk with him.
Yeah.
but
afterward.
sorry, we're getting so hype and so like
We
excited,
are,
but
because
we need
it's
to like
crazy. But
so
let's
the bombshells come in and they're actually bombshells.
Like,
we're in the past.
actually.
Let's talk about this. Let's
Yeah.
talk about
They
the
were
fact
so hot.
That
that
the girls
why
were
are the
hot.
girls always so smoking hot?
So hot.
And the men.
And the men,
men.
I'm sorry, they are like the bare men, like the people
Like,
that you get on Hinge and you're like, oh, is this who likes me? This is who I get?
Yeah.
Like,
it's kind of shocking.
or it's like the
only
guy that
person
you
that
look
was
and you're
really
just like,
cute
you're
to
kind of
me-
cute, but like,
Yeah, it's like you're kind of cute, but like I could find you out in the street. Like, no, those girls, those are like freaking
Yeah.
model-esque. And so why is it not on the same
Exactly.
level for the men? Like,
like-
obviously,
Completely and honestly,
like,
why?
of course the girls aren't going to choose those guys because
Like,
they
of course.
yeah, the hot ones
I
are
thought
back at
George
home.
was kind of cute.
George was so cute. And
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No.
He's literally becoming a surgeon. A beautiful boy becoming a surgeon?
No, he
you are
was-
set for life.
was
Talk to that
really-
man. Oh
He
my
was
God.
very
Talk to
cute
him.
to me. He was very
He
cute
was
to
so
me.
cute.
Out of all of the ones
Yeah.
Like,
that
he
came
is
in for
my
Casa,
type.
like he was
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just
Yummy.
so first off, that overlying factor, and then it's just it's the same thing. Like the girls are like thinking about the boys, they're like,
Yeah.
we're gonna be respectful, and they actually are respectful, and then immediately they're like, Miguel is acting like he is in a candy store.
I hate him.
The way that
hate
Miguel
Miguel's ruined me, though,
I'm so
after
sorry. The
Casa.
way that Miguel would ruin my life.
He would ruin my life.
Ruin my life.
Y'all.
Because he finagled me. He got
I know,
me
I know.
at the end of this last
Like,
episode. The way
Greer,
that he
I
handled
know.
things.
It's crazy. Miguel would ruin my life. It's
That
actually
is such a hot
I
take
know. I have
to
some
me.
hot takes tonight.
Really?
I have gotten the biggest ick from Miguel from the second
No,
that he
but
walked
here's the
into
thing.
the villa.
Okay.
Oh,
From the
minute
second
walked
he
in.
walked
Okay.
into the villa, like his entire journey.
I mean, he's a
I've
smooth
just
talker.
been like,
You know what I mean?
He's just a fuckboy.
Ew.
Yeah, he's just
It's
a
like-
fuckboy.
And he gets away with it because of exactly what happened at the end of this episode.
He's really
of
hot.
The latest
Greer.
episode. It's
He's
like
really hot.
no, but we can't forget everything else. Like he is not.
Okay, yeah, I will say at Casa, he was like
He was-
really pissing me off because he was just
Yeah.
like, he was probably the most hype. And then I think Aaron was a little hesitant. Rob was excited because he obviously has no connection. He was single. Cordell wasn't like super hype. But then, you know, I have so many words about Daya. So Daya comes in hot to Cordell. Now, I'll just say that's my first red flag.
I agree.
Whenever a girl goes in really hot for one guy in Casa,
Yep.
it's calculated because you have to think they've been watching it.
Yep.
Yep,
Exactly.
they have been seeing
So
everything.
they
Exactly.
target the person that they know that they can make in the connection so they can go back to the main villa.
Exactly.
Also, do we want to talk about the tea? About how she's been...
Yeah, so she has been liking and commenting on Cordell's brother's pictures, who is, I don't even know who he is.
He's
Is he
an
a,
NFL player.
an NFL player?
Yeah.
OBJ, that's how
Yeah.
what he goes by?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't follow the sports.
None of us know, but
But so people are saying that she's just going after Cordell to get in there. But even if you went after Cordell, like, it doesn't make sense of how that would work anyway.
no, like that.
Apparently she commented
And-
on his Instagram and, you know, this world is so crazy. Someone just like, like that's wild that someone stalked
I mean,
and saw that.
that's the thing. Like, if we were to ever go on a reality show, people would find out every little thing.
I'd be
No,
canceled. I'd be canceled.
way.
I'd be
It's
canceled.
terrifying.
No way they would
Terrifying.
find out everything about me. No,
She said, "I'm not going to exist."
no.
No, I would be
deleting every
canceled.
single
I'd be
thing.
canceled.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna fast forward a bit because in the most recent episode they got to read tweets that the U.S. have been tweeting about for the show, and someone mentioned how Daya has been commenting and liking his brother's posts and stuff.
Wait, is it Daya or Daya?
Daya?
I keep saying.
I don't know. I'm so sorry.
I think it's Daya.
Is it Daya? Okay,
I don't know.
Daya. Sorry,
but
girl.
She talks to Cordell and she's like, the only picture that I can think of is that my friend is like friends with someone who knows OBJ, and there's a picture of OBJ with that friend, and I commented on it. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
like, I'm already confused just trying to explain it. So I don't know if that's true or not, but I was literally trying to Google to see if anyone had actual receipts of all the like comments and likes that she's made, and I couldn't find it.
Reddit.
So, you know, I mean, people do like football stars photos and might leave a comment or so. I'm not the type of person to actually comment on someone's post unless it's something that I'm really related to, and I'm like, let me say something.
I mean, I'll DM celebrities, but that's just a fun game I like to play.
Yeah, I love doing that.
I want to do that, but I get too nervous.
No, it's such a fun game. They're never going to see it.
They never see it. They never see it.
They're never going to see it.
So Cordell is obviously being pursued by Daya.
Pursued hot, and they
start. I think he just like is actually. I mean. I see his point of view because Serena,
horny, dude.
yeah. So Serena basically didn't solidify where they were at until the night before Casa. So when he's there, it's really a fresh relationship, even though it's not really a fresh relationship. And this girl is giving him so much attention. And yes, they are making out. They're cuddling in bed. They're sharing a bed. They're like pairing up in the challenges. You know, it always starts with like the first kiss in the challenges, and then it just just opens the door to these men. These men are just like, perfect. I'm on it. So then they just start, and then
it was the whole sharing of the chapstick for me.
The sharing of the chapstick.
She also talks like a
she talks in a little baby voice.
Find my chapstick. I don't have any chapstick. I just have lip gloss. Girl,
be so for real. Girl, you know you got that Aquaphor. Don't even. You know you got that Aquaphor.
Like, come on, baby.
You just wanted to give him a little kissy kiss.
And she knew what she was doing. And she knew what she was doing.
She did. She knew.
She's just very calculated to me. It's just very, like I said, when you come in hot, it's just calculated.
Yeah. What I don't love about this whole Casa Amor and like most reality dating shows is that it really just pits the women against each other. Like, like it just like what was she supposed to do? You know? Like,
I mean, she's doing her job.
Like she's doing what she needs to be doing, and it sucks that like we don't love her for it because we liked Serena and
Kendall's in the corner like yeah.
Oh
Kendall was like getting
sorry,
off
I'm just like literally he's like yeah, and then
he was not.
I'm gonna bleed into the next couple, which is I think it's like, you know, it's like they see their one friend doing it, and then they all just try to like justify that their actions. They're like, yeah, we're testing the connection.
Test it.
I just like don't understand why men feel like they need to test the connection. No, because it's not. If you have to test the connection, it's not.
And you can't actually tell me that Aaron had to test his connection with Kaylor.
Be so for real.
Like he did not need to do that.
He did not need to do that.
He did not need to.
It's the thing where they don't have to test it in the way that they're testing it, and that's Serena's point. Serena, she finds out what happens, and she's upset about it all.
With that point,
because you can test a connection without getting so physical and doing all of these different things.
Exactly.
Because that becomes disrespect.
Because the thing is, they could have had talks. They could have kissed in challenges, and they, dare I say, they could have even slept together in bed. But it's the making out in bed. It's the making out of challenges. It's the
like
in the bed,
straight up dry humping.
It's that, and it's the same thing with Aaron and Daniela, because this is crazy because. I think it's just like he wanted to do that so bad. The boys were hyping him up. Yeah. He thought he was doing the right thing.
Aaron or Cordell?
Aaron.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm shifting. I mean, it's for Cordell as well. Like it's the same thing. Situation. But with Aaron and Kaylor, obviously it was a more solidified relationship. They had been so steady and like on the way of being exclusive, and like, oh my goodness, like it just, I mean, it was wild when he kissed her.
I just the switch that he had with Daniela, he was acting the exact same way that he was with Kaylor.
But why was he like but different because he was saying like, he's like, I love, like he's like,
she
I
explained
love that.
I love her mom passed away, and
like,
he was really like, oh my god, I love. Like
he was like, I love you. I was like, what?
Just saying, like what are you talking about, Aaron? Like
she was like, I was vegetarian for a little bit. He's like, oh my god, I love you.
Yeah.
She's not vegetarian anymore. She's snacking. She's eating steak right over there. Like, oh my God.
Having the pulled pork in her mouth.
No, like literally the pulled pork is literally in her mouth.
Oh my God. Ew, I hate that food challenge so much.
No, that's no.
I kept gagging.
Me.
I
Beep.
kept gagging. It was terrible.
Get rid of it. They got rid of it in UK, and that's the one smart thing that UK did. But
seriously,
let's not get into that.
But yeah, so we see that.
And
a couple of inappropriate things I'd like to note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many. But the one that really pissed me off is when they like kissed, and then they were like, go kiss in the shower. What was that?
So this is the whole thing. This is how the last episode that we watched ended, where him and Kayla are arguing because Aaron did not tell Kayla that he said this whole shower bit. And he explains the situation that he was with all the guys, and
it's like,
so
who cares?
he just said, he randomly brought it, like he said that they being getting in the shower was just something random and he was making a joke. But they literally have a clip of them doing the challenge. Right. They're making out, and then after they make out, they're like, oh, should we get in the shower?
Like,
and do it?
Why? Like, why?
That was weird.
It was weird. No.
It was so random. I just didn't understand it. And then obviously the take that the girls later on see when they're sitting in the beanbags.
They get a text message and it's a video.
Yeah. But just that scenario in general, like her legs around, like
Daniela's legs are around Aaron,
really
and they're speaking in Spanish because they both can speak Spanish. And Aaron is like, "I want to kiss you, but I don't want to
hurt someone
else."
Didn't even say her name.
Didn't even say her name.
Taylor. He said someone else.
Like what? We know who we're talking about.
He's so fucking for real.
And then homegirl says, well, you don't know if you don't try.
And then they kiss.
And fully make out in public in front of everybody in the light of day.
Kendall's like, yeah, that's not Kayla.
Well, it's just like, it makes me mad at Daniela too, because I'm like, girl, you had all
this is what
options.
I just want to go to Kendall.
You can't tell me that these girls weren't sitting back watching the show. Like, she didn't need to make a beeline to Aaron. No. I doubt she wanted to make a beeline to Aaron.
I think she really did want Rob originally.
I think so,
but Rob went for other homegirl who didn't even make it in.
So why Aaron then? Like,
but she said, I'll take what I can get.
So not girl code. And the way that they're talking about the girls back in the villa, I'm like, you girls... crazy. You guys are crazy.
And Miguel is obviously getting on with off-brand Rihanna, and then
she looks like Selly to anyone who watched Love Island last season.
Yeah, she's gorgeous. And then Kenny is with Fishy. So like it's all
this girl that looks like a fish. Unfortunately,
her name's Fishy.
Her actual name is Catherine.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I have to say Fishy because like literally. It's kind of honestly kind of cute, I think now. So like Fishy and Kenny, and honestly, I will say it. Kenny's my favorite guy right now.
What?
I said what I said.
I have this little soft spot for Kenny because of the way things end up.
You don't like Kenny? I mean, he's kind of irrelevant.
Let's sort of get into the boys coming back to the villa. But before they get back to the villa, let's talk about Aaron and Daniela. They were having a thing for a couple of days, and then he starts to feel guilty. And the thing is, I think he heard Kayla from their villa yelling out into the abyss,
was in
saying,
the after sun, by the way.
Fuck Aaron.
He heard
that.
Heard it. It was confirmed
and
on after sun.
That's when the switch happened, where he's like, wait, I feel guilty.
Because
he knew that they must have gotten evidence.
That makes it like so much worse.
He's like, what?
That makes it literally
so much
worse.
Yeah. So he decides, you know what, I'm gonna end this with Daniela.
I'm so mad at
and he's talking to Rob about this. He's like, I think I should end things, and Rob is like, yeah, you totally should, so that she can like explore other connections, coming from someone who was a bombshell at Coxa last time. But really all he wanted was freaking Daniela to come to him.
And it happened.
And really, Rob would break my heart.
And Rob
would fuck me up too.
Literally break my heart. He won't break my soul.
Because
Rob will break my soul.
Rob would send me into a deep, deep, deep depression.
I'm not kidding. Someone made a tweet for him saying like, yeah, he just sits around and tries to act mysterious, like it's an onion that needs to be peeled. Yeah, and it's so true. That is really his game. Like he just sits there and acts like he can't speak. But he's
not mysterious at all. He's so cute. He makes me blush.
Oh my god. Yeah,
he's just so tan.
He is really cute. But like Miguel would actually ruin my whole.
Like,
I love the overalls.
The
overalls with the tattoo showing. I'm a sucker for the right tattoo as well.
What you saying,
babes? I'm also just feral right now.
I want you to listen to what you just said. Okay. So that switch is made. I mean, anything to note with the girls? Should we?
The poor girls.
Basically, Janae did have like 2 prospects. Yeah.
And let's talk about how everyone in Casa had a name that started with a J. What was that?
It was and Ignacio.
And then there was Ignacio.
That was off-brand Davide.
I loved him. Iggy has my heart.
He's really sweet with his freaking DIY earrings.
He made me laugh out loud.
Loved him.
Like, he was so funny.
He was great.
I was laughing.
It was so funny because, like, obviously none of the boys made it except Kane because Liv. Can I just say Liv? Poor Liv. There's always one girl in Love Island that, like, just doesn't make a connection, and she's, like, merely there as the girl's girl.
She's
just supporting other people, and that's Liv this season. And I think she's so worried about everyone else that I don't know if she's really... I hope she finds someone.
I can tell that she has a bit of a hard exterior, and I think it's just not easy for her to find.
She's my girl.
Yeah.
I was really excited about her and Rob before the whole Casa.
Yeah,
obviously before they reunite, we obviously just mentioned this, but the girls get a video, and this is just geared to hurt women. I think this whole scenario is just geared to hurt women because the boys don't get a video. The girls are hotter at Casa than they are at the villa. Like everything is just geared to like
because women will react more than men.
To hurt women, yes, and I think it makes great reality TV. But on the other side, would they have been really honest about it? I don't think that Cordell and Aaron would have been honest.
Oh, if the videos wasn't shown?
Way, yeah.
I'm so glad because what would happen is that they would watch the season back and then they would know.
Well, no, movie night would still happen, which is going to happen.
Yeah, so movie night is literally happening right now. It's literally about to
drop. Movie night.
But so they get the video of the scenario of Cordell and Serena in the bed with her.
No, sorry, Cordell and Dea.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Cordell and Dea in the bed. And obviously Serena's like, whoa, that's jarring because you see them actually making out her on top of him in bed. Or maybe, I don't really know.
They're waking up and she gets on top of him and they start snuggling and cuddling each other. I mean, she's reading it as them dry humping each other.
I read it that way too.
Me too. But like, I can understand why.
Just like...
But also, like, during the challenge, like, Cordell was bouncing her up and down.
Like, they definitely did do that. So, like, her saying that in that scenario, maybe it didn't happen there, but it definitely did happen.
It was a long scene of them.
It was a very long scene of them. And then
Taylor just saw the scene of Aaron saying he wants to kiss her, but he was not sure. And then he does kiss her anyway and, like, bites her arm and stupid shit like that.
And, I mean, this is the part where I said this is where I've never been teary-eyed, but... Seeing her so emotional, Taylor's so reaction. Sad. Like that's when she like screams the "fuck you, Aaron." That's when he hears
she is sobbing the entire time. The way that she was crying was insane.
And
her big Liv was like, so supportive, and Serena,
sad.
It was just like
the girls were girling.
The way Serena must have been through some shit.
Yeah,
because the way she's reacting, like she's like trying to hold it together, but she's so angry. And what made me teary-eyed is when Serena was in her like ITM and she's like talking to the camera and then she starts to actually like break down. That's what got me.
Because you know why? Serena, you can tell, has obviously been through a lot and she's putting on a front with everyone. But then she was, when they filmed those, if you guys didn't know, there's actually no one in the room. There's no humans. It's just like one camera. It's as if we were just here and you just kind of say it. So people are in there for like, 2 minutes. Some people are there for like 30 minutes. Like it just kind of is your moment. They just tell you to go. And that was probably her first moment actually alone. And
I do think that it was a producer asking them questions though.
I think I read something.
I think it's like a teleprompter.
Yeah, it's like it's like there's no
like
there's no human
but like someone is giving them questions. That's what I'm saying. Like they're just not popping out into their brain and saying whatever.
There's no human being in there with them.
Mm-hmm.
The whole show is filmed through like house cameras.
Yeah. So so I thought that was like I like that she brought that up because it really was a sad moment. And
And the episode, like, it's just like a hard watch.
It's a hard watch. It was really jarring because, like, you see this a lot, but I think it just was like, I don't know, like, it was just really sad.
Well, it's just like I hate men.
I just hate men.
Like, point blank
It's
period,
like,
I hate
It
men.
just shows you how
issues.
easily that they're just able to think with.
They're
What is
all
it?
the
What does
same.
Serena call it? Their
Petey whacker.
Oh, her Petey Whacker.
Petey whacker
That had
instead
me
of their
howling.
That
brain.
was so funny. She was an
He said he got his Petey whacker wet.
Yeah.
Like that's all they're thinking about.
Well, and it was all of them.
It was all of them. And it
literally
was
all of them.
gross how Kendall was like egging it on, even though he's like,
And then
well,
he took
yeah,
a
I'm
step
staying
back, but that's-
faithful. I'm staying faithful to Nicole, but you guys should,
I will be pissed
Yeah.
when Nicole watches all of this back. Like, if
Girl.
they're together at the end of this.
And I think they're gonna.
I
If you
think
were
they're
to
gonna
like,
win.
like, if you were to tell me like which couple to pick right now, it would obviously
gonna
be
be
Kendall
them.
and Nicole. Unfortunately, just because
and
they're the
it-
only couple right now.
I watched that back. I'm pissed.
About Kendall.
Yes.
I know,
because,
it's
like,
disgusting.
Why would you do that? Like,
And the complex of like we have a lot of people in this season that are very two-faced. Like I will like to we haven't brought her up at all, but like Leah's like this where she's one way with the guys and then another way with the girls.
Yes.
And same with the guys to Serena. The guys,
Yep.
Kendall, the way he is
Was reading
with
her to Phil.
Cordell, and then the
Yeah.
way he is with her, he was like hugging her, and she was just like, "I love you," but like you egged him on.
yeah. No, exactly.
You were like,
yeah.
and the girl saw that in the clip. So it's like, it's evident. They don't even know the craziest thing is that they just saw that small thing. I feel like they should have just showed more about Aaron and Danielle.
Well,
and
that's
all
what
this
I
stuff.
can't wait
They're
for
going
movie
to.
night. Movie
They're
night is gonna
going
just
to.
blow things up
Yeah.
back again because things are starting to
Yeah.
slowly get pieced back together. But movie night just
No, it's going to blow it up.
F's it all
It'll
up
absolutely-
again.
That's what
Should
it's
we
for.
say some honorable mentions of the episode of when they come together?
Yes, I think we need to get into that.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
need to
let's
come
get
into
it.
them. So
Coming back.
we see the boys come back and who they bring back. Aaron comes back single, and he's like, "Oh yeah,
He's so
everything's great.
excited.
I'm
He's
back.
like,
I'm
"Fuck
alone."
Yeah, like
And all the
dancing
girls are
around
like,
in a
"No,
circle. We're
no,
like, hold it,
come,
Aaron.
Stop. Don't even.
Hold it."
Don't even." And so Kayla's like, "Yeah, I saw the video. I know what's happening, and I'm really upset. And you've really hurt me." And she's
Ariana
crying.
turning to him and saying,
Saying,
I have
"I've-
all
And
the time
yeah,
in
and
the
he
world.
the thing that kills me is that he was like, "Well, what did you see? Like, I'm not
Like,
gonna explain until
babe,
you tell me what you saw, so
all
then I can
4 days,
spin it
babe.
around." You know what I mean?
4 days you were messing around with
It's like it
this
doesn't
girl.
matter
Like,
what it
hated
is.
that.
You just need to start apologizing, not fucking trying to
hated
spin
that.
it and make things seem like it wasn't as bad as it
Exactly.
was. You know?
I
Kayla,
hated that.
but the second that he walked in alone, Kayla was smiling. Like, we know that
She
girl is-
was. She folded
God,
so
she folded-
quickly.
Wait.
So quickly.
We have to. Oh God.
Are we just talking about this couple
Which-
right now?
I think we need to just go ahead and get through the couples.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
yeah,
So
yeah,
then
yeah. I cannot
Cordell
believe
walks
Soul Tie,
in
Soul Tie,
with
Soul Tie.
Daya. And first of all, he can't even pick his head up from the ground.
God.
Daya's like, hold your head up high as
Like,
you're walking
that was
in.
crazy
She's
that
like,
she
hello.
needed to tell him
Literally,
that.
like
He was like, "I'm
he
just
was
looking
like,
at the
just like a
ground."
dog with its tail between
A
its
dog.
leg,
A
walking
dog
in.
is slimy.
And
Yeah, you
Serena,
deserve that. Okay?
Serena came in so hot.
So
She was
hot.
ready to
Awesome.
fucking
She
go
was-
off on
she
him.
She was so
Awesome.
ready.
The
So
speech
proud
that
of
she
her.
made,
Petey whacker.
she licked that middle finger and she said,
I am
"Eh."
so
It
proud
was
of her.
crazy.
Like,
It was
that
wild.
was iconic.
It was.
And the
Iconic.
way that all of them were pissed off about it, I'm like, no, you don't get to be pissed off about her reaction because he's the one that fucked up. Like,
yeah.
why are you mad at Serena? She did
Yes.
nothing wrong.
And I think it was just like really nice to see her just let it
Yes.
like you know
She
they've been
needed
sitting
that.
on it for like a day. You see them stewing, and then we had all been waiting for this moment, this
Yes.
confrontation, and it just felt good. And then she was like, no, say it with your chest, like say it with your chest. And you could tell he just instantly regretted it.
He instantly regret. Like he was literally with Daya and just not even
amazing.
trying
And
to like
I
stick
would
up for
argue
her.
to say all the boys were like that, like Miguel and
Yeah.
You know what?
Fishy
See,
or
this
no,
is
sorry,
where
Miguel
got back on our side because he came in properly and said what needed to be. He literally was like, "Look, I'm still very interested in you, but I met this girl and I still want to get to know her as well."
And dare I
I just
say,
like don't think that's the point of Casa Amor though. Like,
yeah, it's not the
that's
point.
not the point. Like, you don't get to have your cake and eat it too. Like, you
Well,
don't get to do that
because him and Leah had just coupled up.
That's the only reason I can
That's
justify
why I'm
it
like,
as
it's
well.
okay.
I also hate Leah, so like, okay, I
Yes.
hate both of them.
Can I? I'm
Like,
sorry. This is such a side note, but I hate Leah.
Yeah,
hate
we're
and there
not
are
fans
so
of
many
Leah.
stands of her. And I'm
her
sorry. I think it's very
rhinoplasty
similar.
Is atrocious.
You're so correct.
It's atrocious.
It's bad.
Stop.
She has a BBL too.
Yeah.
BBL Drizzy.
And I know that's you guys,
Okay.
but it's like the child snatcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Like,
It's not good. And I just think that the people that are stans of Leah are also stans of Maria. I'll say it.
Okay, wait, I'm a Maria stan.
Wait, that's crazy because I don't.
Stan.
Yeah, I feel like I
love
don't
Maria.
like.
I stand behind that woman. I would have loved to see in her batch season.
I think there's a diet what are those
like a Venn diagram.
a Venn diagram.
Yeah.
There's one that converges with those two together.
Yeah.
I can see people that are not fans and also, but you see the people that are both, right? Yes,
completely.
Yeah.
Completely. I do understand exactly
and I'm on
where
the other
you're
side.
coming
I'm
from.
not really a fan of either of them.
I just hate her. Like I cannot stand her.
I'm like
she is a liar.
I
She
like her.
is.
I
She
like
is.
her better when she stopped being the like main center of attention.
But I don't think she ever did. You kept saying that to me, and that never came.
No.
That
Really?
day never came.
Because she
That
even
girl
inserted herself with this whole
loves-
Cordell thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That girl
I guess.
loves the
She
spotlight.
likes to start.
Like,
She just likes to stir the pot.
God, Leah, sit down.
Sit down with
Sit
your
down,
BBL.
baby. You're tired.
BBL Drizzy.
Anyway, back to the point. So Miguel comes in. He brings in a girl. I don't remember her name, unfortunately.
I don't know either because all
I'm
of them,
so sorry.
all of the other girls I remember except
Sierra,
for her.
Sierra,
No,
Sierra,
it's
Sierra.
not Sierra.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
her name is
No,
Sierra.
Her name's
wait,
Sierra.
I thought Sierra was. Oh, it is Sierra.
It is Sierra.
Yeah,
Who's
it's
the
Sierra.
girl Kenny brought
Catherine.
in?
Catherine. Fisher.
Catherine.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Yeah. So Leah's like, yeah, I figured you're gonna bring someone in. Like, we'll talk about it. And then Kenny comes in with Catherine.
Yikes.
And my gosh, she looks so
Poor
scared. She was like,
Janae. Poor
and Janae was like, God, I cannot take another L. I have to go. I can't do this
So
anymore. She said,
sad.
fuck Casa. And you know what? I totally get where she's coming from. It's just a habitual thing where a lot of black girls do get the L
Yeah.
every time on the show.
It's the
Well, I
it's
also
the
just-
placeholder.
Yeah.
Yes, and she like has gone through it. Like I think if anybody has gone through it this season, it's been Janae. And I think that
yeah, I think like out of context, if you saw this, people would be like, why is she reacting the way she is? But I think if you put it into perspective of the
Yes.
whole season and what she's been through, her
reaction is valid.
Anyone's reaction
Yeah.
is valid, but like her reaction seemed to be over the top, but I don't think it actually was.
I don't think it was at all.
Because she was so emotionally
But-
charged after all that. She had 2 men after her, and then she decided to stick with
Yeah.
Kenny, and then to see him with that
She
other girl.
likes him so
Ooh.
much.
Ooh,
But I do
child, I
believe
swear that had
Kenny
me.
really was only with her for a few days
I know.
and never got
I
to talk
agree
to
with
anyone
that.
else.
And I
so
do
I
agree
do
with
think
that.
he did need to bring someone
But
back
like
and
seeing
I
test
think
that
so,
connection
too.
for real.
Seeing him like cry, like she was so
But it was
upset
so hard.
afterwards.
Their
and then
conversation
their
really got
conversation
me.
was just
Ouch.
heart wrenching. She just explained to him how she just gotten the short end of the stick. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she just can't win.
Yeah.
And then in turn, not even
Because he
in
was like,
front
I
of
want to
her,
leave because
Yeah.
that's
not
basically what
even in
Janae
front of
said.
her, he cries.
Yeah,
Now,
Leah and
man, I
Serena
love
see
seeing a
him.
man cry.
I do
Who
too.
we?
I love seeing
Which was
men cry.
crazy about. Are we moving on to another couple?
Sure, yeah, that's really all I had to
Aaron
say.
and Kayla.
Aaron was not crying a
Aaron
single
didn't
tear.
cry. You're gonna tell me you're gonna sit there and cry when Rob is going home, when Connor is going home, and you're not gonna cry for Kayla?
When Andrea was going home.
like I'm so sorry.
Maybe I'm an empath, but when I see other people cry in front of me, I just naturally want to cry because I don't like seeing them cry.
Yeah, no,
And
I
the fact
agree.
that Aaron's just like,
It was crazy. It was like it.
Wait,
looked
sorry,
like
Aaron
he
was like-
It looks like he was trying to hold back tears, but like I think it was him trying to create tears.
yes.
Like it was. I cannot believe that this man was crying over Connor going home, and crying over the potential of Rob going home 2 times.
He's in love with Rob. That's it.
is.
That's
That
what
is
we've said.
it.
That's what we said this whole time. That
He
they're
just
like,
wants to be
they're
with
like,
Rob.
they're like making. They're the ones in bed.
He said,
making out.
you want Daniela? Please, sir,
Yeah,
take
Aaron
her,
is in love
take
with
her.
him. It is not reciprocated though. It's
Oh,
not.
God.
Like
It's
Rob.
It's so,
It's
and
so-
I just cannot believe how quick Kayla folded.
I can't.
Not
Oh
even the.
my
Not
God.
even.
Can we talk
not
about
Yeah,
soul
so-
ties?
not
Their coupling's
even.
over, and he talks to her over at the freaking, I forget what the thing is
Because
called.
he
the
walks
deck.
in happy. We already went over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And literally, I'm trying to even think, like, he just explains his side of things, sort
Like
of.
very quickly.
No, it
and
was
she's
bad.
just
He
like,
didn't even explain. He didn't apologize. He
No,
apologized, but
did he?
I don't actually know
Yeah.
if he did.
I mean, he
I
did,
feel like
but-
he half-assed it. Like he
Half-assed,
didn't
for
tell
sure.
her anything that he was telling every single other person.
Yeah, he was explaining his situation to everyone else and not actually talking to her.
Yes.
And it was so weird.
It was so weird. I was like, you're not going to tell her that you're falling for her and you really like her and you really love her.
Yeah,
Like,
all of that.
you're not going to say that, but you're going to say that to everyone else. Why aren't you saying this to Kayla, the person who you fucking pissed the fuck off?
Yeah.
And
So
she
bizarre.
said that verbatim.
Yeah. But yeah, so he's like, oh, I'm going to sleep in soul ties. And immediately, Kayla's like, oh, I'm just going to go talk to him. Let me go sit out there. I'm like, and she's like, I'm not going to get next to you.
I'm not going to cuddle you. I'm not going to get next to you.
5 minutes later, literally cuddled up with him.
I'm so disappointed in her for that.
I was like, Kayla, you are.
If I were Liv, the way I'd smack her upside right.
Yeah.
I'd be like, babes, what you did. I can't speak in Australian.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they kind of did the next morning. Like Kayla said, she was like, I know you guys are going to think Sam weak. And then they were all like,
It's like, yeah,
yeah,
you
girl.
are.
Like, yeah, you said it, not us. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think they held her too accountable, but also I think that like she loves him. Like,
I think more information is going to come out at movie
think so,
night.
too.
So,
And
I
hopefully
you know, they kind
it'll
of honestly stopped showing them as much just because there's like nothing else to say because movie night they're going to tear them up again.
yep.
But my
we
God.
do continue with Serena
And
her
Cordell.
path.
Oh my.
Ooh, that fight was so
It's like-
good.
He went off. So, okay. So, is it Cordell and Miguel that are talking
Yes.
to
yeah,
Leah?
on the dock.
Leah.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Talking to Leah. Yes, it's Cordell
So-
and Miguel.
They're talking to Leah. And somewhere in that
And
conversation,
Leah's acting like a bro again.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
back and forth is too much for me.
Wait,
he
no,
somehow picks up
Yeah.
that Cordell says, "Oh, I told Dea that I'm 90% Serena, 10% Dea."
Did she actually say that? Did
I
he
don't
actually
think he
say
said
that?
that.
I don't think he
I
did. I
don't
wanted
think
to
he
watch
did.
it back.
I do
Yeah,
want
I
to
didn't
say, I
watch
do want to
back.
say, like maybe that wasn't like exactly said, but like that's
He
what
was
that's
saying
Or
it.
that's
he
literally
said
what he was saying.
he might have said to Leah. That's what I was thinking, but I don't think that's how he related to Dea. Do you know what I mean?
I agree completely.
And that
Because I don't think
But-
he...
Leah runs with those numbers, runs with them, and tells Serena that that's
Sprints.
what
She
was
sprints.
said or something.
Yeah.
And I don't even know, why did that make Serena so angry? I don't even remember.
I think it just.
I
I
think
think,
it's just
she's just
because-
charged
well, I
by
think
everything.
she was already
because she was just like,
upset.
why did you? What was the point of bringing
her back
Yeah.
if you were
back
90%
if you were
me.
so
Exactly.
certain?
Yes.
And you know, I think it was she refused. Oh, can we just talk about why? Why did Cordell make breakfast for Dea?
Oh my God, I
and
forgot about that.
Serena?
That
Why
was-
did you make breakfast for the two women when you haven't even had a conversation with
Yeah, he hadn't even
and he
talked to
brings it
Serena
out,
yet.
and Rob's
Like-
helping her, and then Kendall's like, "Yeah, do it." Kendall, I swear to God, Kendall, I can't. And he's bringing it, and Rob's helping, and then she just like
She's like-
flings
He
it
like
back,
goes
and
to
then-
give the food to Serena.
What did
and
you expect?
She pushes
Right.
it back on
What did
his
you
chest,
expect?
food spilling on him.
What did you expect?
And I honestly, Serena was a bit petty for that. I don't think she
so.
should have done
What did
that.
you expect?
I don't think so, because the reason I don't think she was petty for that is because she told him it's done. It's done.
I think she could.
Don't talk.
She has
What was
asked
petty
him
was
not-
was her pushing it back on him.
Yeah.
On him.
And Rob was like, "That's not right.
Like,
Shut
that's
up,
a bit
Rob.
degrading.
Shut up, Rob.
Yeah.
Y'all
That's disrespectful. Sorry,
quote,
Serena.
The quote, y'all had a time. They
Y'all
did.
had a time. They did.
Y'all had a time.
They did have a
so,
time.
sorry, that was kind of backtracking
I don't
a little
know.
bit, but I did have
support-
to say that.
I support women's wrongs, so like I'm like, Serena, you do you, girl. Like,
like,
10 toes.
I'm
10 toes.
support.
What that's what Serena says.
I
But that fight, though, like when they're
Yeah,
they
so
finally
Serena
talk-
finds out the whole information about what he supposedly said from Leah, and she goes
she's just
off.
hurt. She's
she
just hurt.
runs over to Miguel and Cordell. They're talking on the dock, and she is just like, "Fuck
Laying
you!" Da 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 da
into
da,
them.
laying into both of them, and
wild.
and they're just like, "Wait, what's happening? Where is this
Yeah.
coming from? Why are you upset?" And that's the thing, though. I'm like, you are angry, but you do have to figure out a way to communicate effectively, and
I
that you
agree.
listen to both sides.
I
Because
completely
for you
agree.
to just keep talking and not letting him get any word in was
yeah.
not the best way
I
to
do
react
think
to things.
though it's insane to me. Like I don't know how she would react any other way, because she keeps hearing like she needs to hear him out. She needs him to hear him out, when she's like, I don't want to. Like I'm done. I've said I'm done. He crossed a line, and that's that.
She obviously needed some space. I don't want to hear him
out. Like, and everybody was pushing her to go talk to him. So, like, I would have lit off like that too. Like, if I'm being so honest.
Like, I think
I would have.
She could have just been like, I'm not ready to talk now. Like, she doesn't have good communication skills, but who knows where that could be from.
Yeah, right. It's just clear that she's been through
she's
a lot.
Clearly just kind of like just not. Yeah,
it was just a rough situation.
It was a rough situation.
Everyone involved.
And if you just see her so emotionally charged, it's so sad.
It's so sad. If I had to hear like go talk to him, hear him out one more fucking time,
I know.
Like, oh my god.
But at the same time, that's what the show is, and
it's true.
At the same time, Cordell has been so on you this whole time, and you have been
and that's the other side of things.
And that's a side that I think it's weird that Cordell has not brought up. Maybe
he did it just a tad
but
bit,
like I just feel like that was his main thing about bringing Daya back, because he was probably thinking that.
But he just kept. I mean, she just kept throwing it back at him about the way that he acted. In
the
Casa.
way he moved was wrong, but I will say, like, I don't think it's that weird that he brought her back.
No, I don't think it's weird at all.
I think what he did in there was
he deserves to bring it back. I just don't think that he should have.
I think
handled
that
the
if
situation
he wants to bring her back, he knows
Casa.
that he likes her enough, and I think that he's lying to both her and Serena about like.
Well, no, literally in his
connection with her.
He's
like,
literally saying, "I want to be with Serena."
Yeah,
but he's
so
telling Daya, "Oh, I
stupid.
still want to get to know you."
Yeah,
like
well,
at
I
this point,
think
like,
not,
okay.
like,
well,
like,
I think
buddy.
the men feel bad because immediately when they come back, they realize they don't want to be with the person that they brought, but then they brought that person back.
So it's like you feel like you have to entertain them.
You feel like, and that's where Miguel got some points, because he said, "Nah."
And he went to
see
Sierra and says, "You know what?
Yeah, Sierra
it's Leah."
says, "Bye, Cece," and then it says, "Is Leah?" And I was like, mad respect.
Yeah.
Mad respect. It took him one night.
Which is crazy.
But
like Leah,
he said what he said, and he did what he did.
I liked Sierra. I thought she was
Sierra
beautiful.
too.
I thought she was nice from the small amount of screen time we saw of her.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
And then also
like,
there is still some tension between the Casa girls and the Villa girls. Although Daya and Serena talked, and we see a moment where all three of them talk, and then Daya is basically just like, "Let me say this real quick, but I think you guys need to talk."
I really liked when Daya and Serena talked.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like that needed to happen, and.
But I think that like there's no changing Serena's mind at this point. I'd be shocked.
I don't know. She kind of
I think
broke
she's
down
gonna
a little
fold.
bit.
She's gonna fold
when they finally spoke again, and they sort of.
I will say I'm very excited for movie night. Like I said, I'm
so
very excited for movie night.
Excited!
It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. Is there anything else that we really need to talk about? Because I know we need to move on to Bachelorette.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think.
Any last?
Only thing I can say is with Kenny, he was also like, "Oh, I still want to get to know Kat."
Yeah,
but. Something someone said, one of the tweets that came out was that, Catherine just stuck it on Kenny at the last second so she could get into the villa. And he was like, you know what? That's kind of true. Like, he didn't even realize it till that he saw that tweet. Kenny. I'm like, yeah, buddy. Literally, you were not talking to each other until the last day.
I think he might be a little dumb.
I think Janae and Kenny are going to end up together. And
Janae and Kenny? I
do think they'll make it work.
Yeah, they're going to make it work.
But I don't know if they'll last. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But let's also just talk about, so on After Sun,
they
show two Islanders that were on previous seasons. They're coming back. And it's two people that I love. One of them is this guy named Harrison. He literally looks like he's related to the Hemsworth brothers.
A cute name.
And he's British, another British person. But he lives in the U.S. now.
Oh, he'll break my heart.
Because he's so hot. He's coming back. And then Cassie from last season, who was like its runner-up couple.
Oh, crap.
She's coming back.
Oh, crap.
And she had a little connection with Rob when they were in Casa Amor together. They didn't do anything because he ended up wanting to go with another person and he didn't get picked.
Good.
But she was
Daniela
like, I'd like to test that out again. So, yeah. And I do not like Daniela. I'd rather Cassie be with Rob.
Is that tonight?
I don't know. I don't know when they're coming in. I don't know if they're
movie
going
night
to do movie night first or
movie
what.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, very excited for movie night. We'll be definitely talking about that next week.
I love this show, guys. I just want to say I love it.
This season is like actually one of the best Love Island seasons I've watched in such a long time.
It's so good. And it's so funny because last night we watched The Bachelorette and then immediately it's done.
I was like, I have to watch
Whitney
Love
was
Island.
like, turn it on. It was like,
I've tried to watch Love Island USA in the past and it was so bad. It was so bad.
It's not as good, but if you actually get into it, it's not that bad. I've watched all the seasons.
Great season. So excited to see what's going to
There's
happen.
just something so charming about those little accents. Like, can I pull you for chat?
Yeah.
Like,
So I put all my eggs in
I
one
got a
basket.
text.
I got a text.
You're kidding me. Your mug.
Wow. Okay. So
let's shift gears.
That was a lot.
shift gears. For all our Bachelor fans, we're back in it.
We're back.
We're back, baby.
Ooh, but I don't know.
And Jesse Palmer looked fine. Sorry.
The way I did not pay attention to that man not one bit. JP was not in the vision. JP was out of my goggles.
Jesse Palmer?
I love
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Bruh, I saw the opening scene. I said,
Dilf,
it's Jesse
bro.
Palmer. I know that's right.
Wait. But
Dilf.
let's talk about, you know how they like to do these cold opens now?
Oh, God.
I was not impressed by it at all.
I skipped hers.
It was so boring. And like they were trying to make something dramatic happen. But I was like, this is not dramatic.
As you guys know, I'm not the biggest.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest Jen fan, but I'm going to try so hard.
I agree. I really liked her on the first half of Joey's season.
As did I.
And then she got whiny. And I didn't love her. And then
I
she did her after the
her.
Final Rose interview. And I was like, oh, no. Oh, no. But I really don't think she's going to be as bad as we think she's going to be.
I don't think she's going to be bad. I'm just not. I don't know.
Like,
I wasn't impressed by the guys. I wasn't impressed by the.
Okay. So,
but let's get into it.
We need to get into
Let's get
that.
into it.
First of all, let's talk about. Can I just say, I did not enjoy her night one outfit or hair.
Bad.
First of all, why does she have so much hair? It's weighing her down.
Yeah.
And then you're going to put it on top of a dress like where you can't even focus on the dress.
It's scalloped.
And the dress was just odd. I'm like, I know you guys can make her look
Creamy.
amazing because she has looked amazing in the past. And I'm
Right.
like, so what's
she needed to be in a
on?
green or a red or a
green is like actually her color.
Yeah,
Green
for
is
sure.
her.
even yellow.
Even yellow.
So basically a
Beautiful.
color and not white.
Not white, Jen.
even
White's
black.
not your color,
Black would have
girl.
been better than white. The white had me shook with the hair. Nah,
Because she's
made
going
her
for the
look
bride
short.
thing. Come on.
she looked
And maybe
weird.
because she's already tiny and it just made her look tinier.
I agree.
Anyway.
I think there
there's
have
that.
been worse dresses. Like, I think there have been in the past. I can't name one at this moment.
There's probably
But
been
that
worse.
That
was not cute.
It wasn't good.
She's gorgeous, but it just wasn't
She
a good look.
is. She's very pretty. So I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all can do better than
She's
this.
gorgeous. Like, she's beautiful.
Yeah. And then
The entrances.
so they are not at the Bachelor Mansion.
No, they're at an
They're
Airbnb.
at a new spot.
They Airbnb'd
but
this one.
not entirely new because they used this spot for listen to your heart.
Yeah,
What
it's
is
back,
that?
baby.
It was like this
Sorry.
half music
That's so awkward that I'm asking
competition, half
it's
love
okay.
show.
It was like
where it was like
Bachelor
music
Nation.
artists like were paired up together and just test their
It was,
love
like, right
connection
before-
and if they can sing
Oh, no,
together.
no,
It was
it was
very
right
strange.
Oh, wait,
after-
I've heard about
It was during the
this. I've
pandemic.
heard
It
about
was
this.
after
Yes.
Hannah Brown. Oh, yeah, it was pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange times.
Okay,
but
cool.
anyway, so they're back there, and yeah, do you want to just talk about like
Some
what the
entrances.
entrances that stuck out to you?
Sam
Yeah.
N.
Who? Sam?
Sam N.
Yeah, no, because
Sam,
he was on my
Sam
screen.
N with the eyelash curler.
Sam N.
Sam N with the good eyelash.
N.
ones.
That I
N.
Sam N.
As in Norton.
I'll say I wrote down Sam scared me. I'm sorry, but he did not look great.
Which Sam are you talking
Those
about?
Sam that you guys are talking about, he did not
we
look
call
good
the
when he
other
came
Sam
out.
Myrtle.
Okay,
to help
Myrtle
you
is
out.
the other Sam. Got it.
Myrtle's the white man.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
But
Well, I
Sam
guess they're
N,
both white.
I just said he looks better in the light, but when he came out in the darkness, I was like, huh.
no, I was
When
like,
he
he's
came out
fine.
on the screen, I fully started sweating.
I got fanny flutters, as they say
I
on Love
said,
Island. Like,
Whitney.
I'm just not
Whitney
impressed
was
by
like,
this
"Are you okay?"
cast.
My
No.
heart stopped. I said, "That's my husband
said-
is in front of me."
Exactly.
And that's crazy.
No, exactly. He came on the screen and
He
he
looks
was doing
good
his
profile,
intro.
but not face on.
I wrote down, I said, Sam with the eyelash curler. Gentleman, I'm dying. I think I like him. So cute. My boyfriend, he's funny. Gentleman.
So you
That's
liked
crazy.
his
And he was like-
opening joke about being
Yes.
a virgin of love
No, that wasn't
or whatever.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, I think
It
that was.
was
Oh,
him.
that was him?
That was
I'm
him.
pretty sure.
Okay,
it
well,
was
I
him.
wasn't paying attention. I honestly
hear
was
anything.
watching Love Island and The Bachelorette at the same time at one point today. So,
Well, my thing is that I am in love with him. So
But
that's
he's
crazy.
just so
He
cute.
also kind of looks like one of my exes. Anyways,
he doesn't look like any of my exes, but I'm in love with him. Like I'm in love with him.
Here's the thing: there's another guy that looks just like Sam.
Yes,
Johan.
and we
His
got
name is
yes, yeah.
Well,
Johan.
no, there's two people. Excuse me, Johan and Thomas. They all three are like the same.
No,
type.
Thomas does not look anything.
Thomas with the puppies. Yes.
no,
Yes.
puppies.
Thomas
Not
with the
Asian.
puppies is,
Not Asian. Thomas.
I know who
No.
you're talking about.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about. Thomas with the puppies
on.
is
Let's-
gay.
Stop.
He is gay. That's crazy.
Stop. What do you mean?
That's what I wrote down.
Yeah, but okay, they're just basically three like Mediterranean men that I'm
Correct.
obsessed with because
Yes.
like that's my type and like
Yeah.
whatever. I said what I said.
Thomas.
Thomas looks nothing like him though.
They're very similar. You can't tell me that these guys.
No, but on
weird.
the screen, they don't look anything alike. He looks like
No.
Jake Johnson. He looks like Nick Miller.
No, because
like,
okay, so how I see it is it's Johan. Is it Johan? I keep saying his name wrong.
Johan.
I feel like isn't it Johan? I don't know. I didn't pay attention.
Anyways, I feel like Thomas is the long-haired version of Sam.
Exactly.
Well,
That's what I mean.
disagree with that.
Just look at it next time. Look at it next
I'll
time.
look
Take a
at it next
look-see,
time,
and
but
you'll
I
see.
disagree.
Because
I
Whitney
think-
was like, your three husbands. I was like, those are my three husbands.
Thomas
and then
A
we have
with
Myrtle.
puppies could also be gay. Is my note on Thomas
That
A.
is so funny.
Yeah, he's definitely gay. But
I
it's
think
fine.
Johan, whatever his, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name.
That's okay.
He's the cutest out of those three for me.
He's so cute.
He's
also
the prettiest
so cute.
one.
He's so beautiful.
They're all beautiful.
And we have our first kind of plus size. I don't want to say plus size.
Brett.
You know, a bear. We have a bear on
have
the
a bear.
show.
Like an actual bear.
An actual bear.
Did Brett stay? Brett didn't
No.
stay.
And he did not
didn't
make
make the
it.
cut.
I was like, well, damn, you're going to try and
Well,
do some
it's 'cause you just-
inclusivity
And I know
and
Brett is
pick
like-
him
I'm
off
so
immediately.
sorry. They just put one bear out there all alone.
a bear in a sea of twinks. That's what it is.
Brett, I know, is such
He stuck
a
out like a
nice
sore thumb.
guy.
I said, "Oh, the bear!
Brett,
the bear!"
Brett is such a nice guy. I just know it.
so
Brett
sweet.
needs to go on like Love Is Blind. Snatch Brett up. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Nick Lachey, you
like
heard it here.
Nick Lachey.
Lachey.
Call Brett. Okay. Nick Lachey.
Every
call
time
Brett.
Nick Lachey's brought up,
I just think I think that he was so nice from like
Yeah.
the 2 seconds of screen time that he had.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just got to go ahead and talk about freaking Sam M.
the
Because,
car. Oh,
no.
Villain
Myrtle?
story.
This is who, I'm just going to get into it. He got the first impression rose.
Myrtle Beach.
And he's from Myrtle Beach. Literally from my home.
Yeah, if you guys want to
That's
know,
crazy,
we're gonna say
girl.
Sam. When we refer to Sam, we're talking about my husband, and when we
We're
talk
talking about
about
Sam
other
M.
Sam, we're gonna say Myrtle.
He's Myrtle
Yeah.
because he's from Myrtle and that's
from
where
Myrtle
I'm from,
Beach, and we're just gonna
he had
say
a
Myrtle.
package. He had like his video package, and I was just like,
He's set up
what
to be.
what neighborhood is this? Because I know I've seen it
That's
before.
so
I know I've
scary.
driven down that neighborhood before.
And same, and I would like to say Thomas from Atlanta is from like the Tucker area, which is legitimately where I'm from.
That's
So
crazy.
We got our
and
hometown boys.
they had them back to back. It was wild.
Yeah, it was
We're
very
just both
strange. We were like,
what?
They had a boy
this is
from
weird.
Paradise Valley. They're on there too, which is in Arizona.
Oh my god! So they're all there.
But I'm not from
God.
Paradise Valley. I'm
Oh,
from
then
okay.
never mind.
But it's like
Close.
Close enough.
Phoenix adjacent.
Yeah,
Kind of.
Yeah, but I'm personally just shook that he got the first impression rose. I'm like, I'm sorry, but this is a PSA. Do not trust men that are from Myrtle Beach. Do not. Trust
I don't trust
them.
him. I don't trust him at all. He has crazy eyes.
And he's also
And they're
was
saying
just
like, oh my god, he
engaged
looks like a celebrity. He looks like he should be in Top Gun. That's what Brett said.
He also was cheated
Brett.
on by a woman,
by a woman.
which like,
And he said it was about a year ago that he broke. And I'm like, that's kind of.
which I'm like,
About a week ago.
hey babe, that's like not common. Like,
Yeah, that's like.
what were your red flags? Actually, that's what I want to know.
I don't know his life. You know, I have not checked my Facebook, but I'm sure people are talking about him at this
I'm
point.
sure.
Actually, I need to go.
You need to
read.
check that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Very
scared of him.
strange.
I think Jenn loves him.
My
Like,
God, he got that
did
first
you-
impression rose, and
did you
they
hear
were
the music?
making out.
Did you
bro.
hear the music?
No, was it weird?
It's all in the music. It's all in
It
the
is
music,
on the music.
people.
Oh my God,
It was
I'm
that-
sorry. Just rewinding for a second. The Love Island music is absolutely
It's
insane,
crazy.
and I need to know these original songs that they're coming up with
It's
because some of these
crazy.
are not actual tracks. There are
crazy.
some that are specifically for Love Island.
Yes.
I know.
and I want to know who's singing them
And some
how
of them
I
are
can get
literally
that job.
like, "You cheated on me."
Okay.
Oh my god!
Anyway,
when
Yeah,
that happened, I
they're
was
crazy.
fist pumping. We were laughing so hard.
They're
Okay,
actually
sorry.
crazy.
So back to the Bachelorette music. What was the music that was playing for
So
him?
there's a thing.
Was it
with- if
sinister
you
or
listen to
nice?
if you listen to the music underneath,
It tells you.
It tells you like what's going to happen. I knew that Kelsey and Daisy were going to be the last two on Joey's season because anytime they were on the screen, Romance
music.
Violins playing. Like
We've always noticed the music though.
They were always wearing white. Like I knew it was those two.
Mm-hmm.
This season, it's Sam M. That's the only one I actually noticed.
Does he have violins?
Violins.
Oh shit.
Violins.
Yeah, violins.
So I don't know if he's gonna.
They're setting him up. They're setting him up.
Stop! If he gets a hometown date, I'm gonna scream.
He's making it far. He's getting hometowns.
It's notorious. The first impression rose for the Bachelorettes. They are usually like they're always in.
He's going to hometowns.
Yeah, because girls actually can make smart decisions and choose people that they're actually gonna be with.
Yeah, I think. Like, sorry, we got to go back to the entrances. Hakeem with the balloons. I swear to God, if a man walked up to me with that many balloons, pop, 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 I would get darts. No, I don't know. I would send him home. I would say, do not come to this place with that many balloons.
What is it about the balloons? Why does that scare you? What scared me was his eyes.
What scared me was
crazy
the eyes, the balloons, and also Hakeem reminded me of Hakeem from Love Island. And I said, too many Hakeems in reality.
Who is Hakeem from Love Island? Is he the one that was asking if he could pick you up on my shoulders?
With Liv, who was like, you are getting a lot
on Love
better.
Island. I don't know why I was thinking about
you were thinking about Love is Blind.
No, Hakeem on Love Island.
And that was a deep cut that you better put that Nick Lachey thought back. Dark.
Stop with the Nick Lachey slander, girl.
Okay.
We love Nick Lachey.
We love Nick Lachey on this couch, but we also hate him so much.
Eleni
but anyways,
told me he hated him.
I know. So Hakeem comes out with the balloons.
God.
And I said to myself, first off, your eyes are scaring me. Why do you have the balloons on your back? And then he's trying to get into the door. I'm like, oh my God. I just hate when people don't think things through. Like, I just get really frustrated. Yeah. The balloons are popping. It's stressful. He's like saying hi to people. He's like running into trees. They're popping. I'm like, this is so stupid. I hated that entrance. I hated every second of that entrance.
He's
the guy with the Corvette. The guy with the Corvette.
No.
His name is Jeremy.
Jeremy with the Corvette.
Megamind.
Like, he's like, hey, I have a big penis. And I was like, what? Literally, what was that?
He looks like Megamind. That's why he had to do that.
That's why I said he looks like Jed. Jed had a big ass head too.
The forehead is crazy.
Looks
the forehead
like Megamind. Put side by side right here.
Megamind.
I got it.
He's looking like that. Hakeem's coming out with the balloons looking like up.
Can we talk about this guy, Brendan? He was eating hot peppers.
Oh, wait, I wrote a note about that on my phone. I was like, I'm sorry.
What is the point of that? That was so weird. Did he? I'm trying to see who got eliminated because I was like, if that man
better not have stayed. He's weird.
He was like, at least share the hot pepper together to make it a group act, like something.
He just like kept,
but he just kept eating them. I'm like,
I don't even know what my
I don't even know what my
stinks.
That's so weird.
I think my favorite entrance might have been.
I really like Jonathan's. I loved that bit.
Jonathan?
Like it was funny to me.
What was
Jonathan with the gurney.
Yeah, it's probably the best one.
I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Wait, like, is this the guy with his ass out or no?
And
with
the reason, you guys, the reason I laughed so hard, not because the bit was particularly funny. I think it was good, and I think it was clever, and I think that it was original. Like,
yeah, it's like no one did it, so it's easy to remember him.
No one else did it. Everybody was doing it's shot o'clock, and he came in and.
Why were they saying it's shot o'clock?
Because that's like her
apparently did that on her entrance. I think she had the shots. Remember?
And one thing I did find out is that Jeremy with the car, he was saying that he had a big penis. Mm-hmm. He was saying that because when she did her After the Final Rose interview, she was like, I just want a guy with a really big personality. Yeah. And so he was like, well, I actually have a really big penis.
That's clever of him.
No,
because
I hated
it. Okay, I guess that's funny.
But coming up with the Corvette and saying the big penis was crazy.
Yeah,
like you can only have one. Only penis or Corvette. You can't have both.
Well,
I'm so sorry.
He was saying like, guys with the Corvettes and like nice cars usually don't end up having it. That's right. So that's why
I think it was kind of funny. I think that like you have to read between the lines on that bit. But
I couldn't see the lines. I couldn't see the lines.
I think
it was a lot of thought.
It's a lot of thought, but I'm glad that I appreciate that he did that.
Mm-hmm. Isn't he from New York?
Back to Jonathan's bit.
Yes.
What made me laugh so hard about that was the producer that was wheeling him in.
I didn't even see that.
Why is that so funny?
It was so funny. He was
like, go back. Stop. These producers.
So in his little button,
bro, these producers I know are not getting paid
and they're
enough.
all blacks and the walkie-talkie hanging on his side, and he's just like so unenthused wheeling this man in.
Jesse Palmer.
It was crazy.
The guy that stuck out to me was Devin.
What?
He's the one that I have a crush on. Who's Davidson of the group?
Whitney,
I'm so sorry to say that he's actually homosexual.
And that's why I like him. I told you.
Whitney, I'm just confused.
I love a funny guy.
But was he
funny?
I don't know if he's actually funny, but he's saying he's funny.
Or are you
But no,
feral?
True.
Both, and that's okay.
Are you funny? Or am I feral?
And that
yes,
is okay.
I am today. Anyway, I
song.
like Devin, okay?
I'm not going to judge you because we like what we like.
Yeah, you guys like your people. Let me have mine.
Okay.
Yeah. Sam N.
Stop talking about my husband. Seriously, I'm going to fight
crazy
you.
for that. I don't see it, but y'all don't see mine. So it's fine. I don't know. I think she seems like nice.
Yeah.
But really, I'm not impressed with the boys this season.
I'm not either. I think that they're all kind of duds except for Sam N.
I just think they're mostly duds.
Like,
I would marry at least
like usually
5
I'm
of
like,
them.
like when I see the cast photos, I'm like, oh, I just need to see them in movement.
And I think that they look good.
But these
Like,
people
I
are
think that
moving.
Most of them look good, but I just am not very impressed. I think that Asian Thomas is
trying
Thomas.
too hard
Asian
to
Thomas
connect
is
with
cute,
the
though, but he's
with the culture.
I think he's just
doing
nervous,
too much.
though. Like, I really think he's nervous. I think that he's gonna
He's like,
settle
I'm
in.
Vietnamese, you're Vietnamese, and our parents. I'm like, bro,
I
we
think
know.
that he's just excited that he shares that in common with
No,
her.
and it's
I also
great.
think that I also think that
I just
he
wished
was
for
probably
more-
very nervous. Jen is a very beautiful girl.
But like the whole thing was like the Asian representation, but we only have 2 Asian people.
No, I know exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
Come
what's
on.
that about?
ABC. Is it still ABC? Mm-hmm. ABC.
If
Like,
Bravo
what the
took
hell?
over, we'd be in a whole nother.
But I was
situation.
asking, I was like, do you think that this cast of people was for Jen or was it for Maria?
I think it was for Daisy. I think they wanted it to ultimately be Daisy.
I feel like those are not Daisy's people. I feel like it
I
seems
don't
like
think those
Maria's
are
people.
Maria's people either.
I've heard.
I think it got a whole hot mess because they didn't know who was going to be the Bachelorette.
So
That's
yeah,
true,
so
I
this
guess,
is actually some tea that I heard from I forgot what. They do actually have like 3 women that they like go through fittings,
Yeah.
go through interviews,
Yeah.
pretend that they're actually going to be it, and then they make the final like they offer like 3 people, and then they
Yeah.
like kind of go back and counter offer.
And there's
stuff.
always-
I know
there's-
that Daisy like turned it down about like 4 or 5 weeks after the final rose. Mm-hmm. Like it was like a very fast turnaround to find.
But like
someone else.
I think
Jen
Maria
was
was
in
up
the
there.
Yeah,
I
Maria
think-
was in the mix for sure because I
think
heard
they're
that
ready.
she turned down a contract. Like she tried to negotiate the contract and they were like,
no.
you can't negotiate this. And her
Yeah.
dad was like, don't do it then.
There, I also think it's smart for her because I think she's just going to be in something else.
I think so too.
Like I think she is just such a good TV personality that it's just like she just needed this to jumpstart her career, and she's fine, and she's lovable. A lot of people love her,
Yeah.
so it's just like the audience loves her. Go off.
Yeah.
So I will like to
that's the
say, going back to the episode, interesting truth or dare game.
yeah, what was
Yeah.
that?
What was that about?
I think they were just taking a point from Love Island and said, we need to incite something.
I think that they also like are trying real hard because they think Jen is like this party girl from Miami.
No, but like
And I
when
think that's like all they know about her personality. So they're
Yeah,
just
because
like
even her intro
trying-
package wasn't much.
No, it wasn't. Like it literally wasn't. Like she has advertised that she's a party girl from Miami and now she's in Boston going to PA school.
But my thing is like, when did they have time in the night to do that?
Bro,
they didn't.
literally, when she gave out the first impression rose, it was light. It was
Yeah. It was
full
like
light
5 a.m.
outside.
Oh yeah,
Like
no,
6
they
a.m.
film all through the night.
Yeah,
Like, they don't get to
but
the mansion
usually
until,
it's
like,
still
10.
dark
Yeah.
when they give out the impression
That's
rose,
true.
and I'm like, damn.
But I am really shocked that she only kissed Myrtle.
I'm
I
happy
know,
that
I'm
she made that choice.
I agree.
Because I'm like, y'all, we gotta stop just kissing willy
Kissing
nilly.
everyone.
Yeah,
And
'cause
actually make it
and it also
mean
just
something.
doesn't make
Yeah.
it like scandalous anymore, because it used to be like so scandalous that someone would kiss on the first night, and it usually was always like the first impression person.
Yeah.
But like then it became a fad of like how many girls or how many guys can I kiss on the first night, and
The kissing bandit.
yeah, and it
Who
was
that?
just
Ari.
God,
Ari.
yeah.
So like I just love how we're kind of like going back to the good old days of like
Mm-hmm.
how kissing, like I think it's weird to like meet some, well I think it's different, but like
or
in
just
that
kissing
scenario,
to be polite, because sometimes
Yeah.
they do that, and it's just
yeah,
like you don't
and
have to.
I will say with Jen, I really appreciated that she like actually like kind of nip that. And it was weird coming from her because we all are assuming that, oh, she's from Miami, she's a party girl, she's gonna make out with all of them. She actually did it. So that's something that was okay, Jen.
I truly think that storyline of her being a party girl from Miami got blown way out of proportion. Like, I'm sure she went and partied in Miami, but I'm sure that she's actually, like, she's going to PA school. That shit's not easy, you know? Like,
yeah, and she's wanting
busy.
and she well, she's not gonna be a PA anymore, but
Hey,
she might be.
She was going to be, and that's something that we should.
Oh my god,
she might be. Hey.
She's not going to be.
I don't. See
I
why
can
she
bet my bottom
wouldn't finish.
dollar that we got Annie.
We got what?
We got Annie. We got
Sorry,
Annie.
that reference was crazy. I don't know
love
why.
that reference.
I know.
It's awesome.
Yes, that she's not going to be a PA.
I disagree with that. I think she still will. I think that she's probably a lot more strong-willed and has more of a personality than we've seen. So I'm excited to see that from you, Jen.
Yeah,
girl.
Cheers, girl.
Did anything else? Well, okay. One point of tension that occurred was that Jeremy was outside with his car.
He's so
with
for
both
real.
him and Jeremy was
This
sitting
is
in the
so
car,
weird.
and then freaking Brian comes out there with the keys, and he's like, can I, can you leave so I can have a moment?"
who is
hey
Brian
guys,
again?
Don't be a Brian.
He looks creepy. He reminds me of
looks
just like
slimy.
some like finance dude that you find in New York that's trying to buy a drink for you, and you're like, okay, leave me alone.
no, I don't want
That
Okay.
reference hit me so hard.
No, that
Whitney.
is like
That's
so
literally
real.
him. Am I right?
So real. Yeah,
like,
not
and he was
wrong.
so oily. I'm like, someone
so
get him a
gross.
blot.
Yeah, he's so
He needs to
gross.
blot.
Literally me right now. Someone get me a
No, he was on another level.
But yeah, I don't like him. He's gross to me.
He's icky.
He
He's
gave me
gross.
the
I don't
ick.
like him.
Yeah. So yeah, I
was
think
really
that was
the drama.
basically it. Besides,
The
what's
teaser.
his face? That had the rap and the
Jonathan.
Jonathan. He
We
took
talked
off
about
his
his
mask.
gurney
He
entrance.
took off his mask.
I don't know.
His whole point was he was taking a little page from Nick Lachey. He said, "I want you to get to know my heart before you see my face."
But now
And
here's
he
my
took his-
face. Do you like it? So 7 men went home, and these 7 men that went home were Brendan, Hot Pepper Dude, Brett, Bear, Dakota.
Oh,
Dakota
the Bear
had
was
the
out there all
Dakota
alone.
was
Dakota-
the
Dakota's
ginger with the mustache.
No,
Wasn't he?
No, Dakota was
Dakota
the
Fanning?
silver hair.
Oh.
Buzz silver hair from Paradise
Well, one of the
Valley.
guys that was the
Matt.
ginger.
Matt.
Is that Matt?
Matt.
Okay. Kevin went home. Mose went home, and Ricky went home.
Bye. I don't
Sorry, I don't know you.
All I know is that bear. That bear
I do
was
remember
lost.
Mose because I remember thinking like Mose so badly wants to be the villain of this season, but
Who was he?
He didn't even make it past.
he
his
didn't
first
even make
night.
it past. He just like kept talking about himself and like how Mose is like the best and like
Ew.
Ew, what?
Okay.
yeah, and he
I missed
talked
that.
about himself in third person. I'm like, you so badly want to
Not
be the
that.
villain.
Not without. Oh, ew.
Ew.
So yeah. So there's only 18 guys left because she started
That's
with 25.
crazy.
It was a smaller cast.
It's gonna be
than
a
normal.
fast season, huh?
Maybe that's
Yeah,
why
they
they had
literally
time
said,
for.
which is why I'm like, they were like, okay, guys, guess what? Guess where we're going? Australia.
I said,
Yeah.
what? Where's
was like,
the
wait,
first night? I didn't
what?
even unpack.
I wonder if filming is just as long, but like
I don't know.
I don't know.
I do
'Cause
like
I'm-
how we're getting into the traveling right away, but it does immediately. I thought I'm crazy. I would literally think, damn, I'm gonna fly all the way there and get eliminated next week. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Kind of sucks.
Gosh, you're gonna go through all the time difference.
I know. Maybe they let them stay there for another week.
I really
No, they
wish
don't.
we could see
Honestly,
like the travel
sometimes they
days.
do stay for a bit.
Like I wish we could see them like getting
That's
on a
the
commercial
juice.
airline.
I want to see them
Like,
on the
I
flight.
want to see them
I
on
want
the
to see
flight.
who's
I
sitting
wanna
next to
see-
who. I
because
want to
they
see the
don't, like,
friendships.
they don't have a private jet.
Yeah, and that's not a hot take. I've heard other people say that before, but
Yeah.
I agree. Like I want to see them get on a commercial airline.
But I don't want to see their stupid
wanna
selfie videos.
see-
Oh my god, we're going up! Like I don't want that.
No,
I want
the
fucking
I want
cameras.
the cameras there. I want to see them squeeze into those tiny little coach seats, all sitting next to each other.
I want to
So
see someone
funny.
trying to
Like,
get up to
I
first class
wanna
to talk to
see-
Jen.
Like I want to see it all. I
But I
want to see
think
them
Jen
asking
is on
for
a
a
different
little
You're
flight.
on a
Diet
different
Coke.
flight, but that's the tea I want though.
I want to
Thank-
see them asking for the Diet Coke. I want to see them getting the pretzels. Like, give it to me.
Yeah.
I want to see what
Yeah.
movies they're watching. I feel like we could learn so much about the men
No.
Yeah,
if we saw that.
exactly.
Oh yeah, so they're going straight to Australia.
Going to Australia,
and,
and
the
then
the teaser.
Yes, the teaser for the season was something.
It's, you know, they cut it in a way that it's like it could go either way. So it's like you see images and you have different voiceovers, so it's
Yeah.
really hard to
You
kind of
really don't know who's
pinpoint.
actually talking,
So sometimes they like have a conversation and you see him being like, "I'm in love with you," but then it's like a different couple. So you just like a different guy. So it's confusing to see like
Yeah.
who's with what.
Yeah.
And then at
but
the
they
end,
showed
they
Sam
made
and,
it.
oh, sorry.
Yeah, they basically showed
They showed
Myrtle.
Sam and Myrtle saying "I love you," and she's like, "What? Huh?" And then they show the guys being like, "Oh, this guy's not here for love or whatever."
Yeah.
But they show a they show a
Picture of
shot
my
of
husband.
Sam N and then of Sam Myrtle.
Yeah.
And so you're like, which one are they talking about? Who's the villain? And then they show at the end that some guy from her past is coming in and wants to be a part of the show.
God,
it.
like they need to bring back that, I guess, because
love
that
that.
was for like 3 seasons in a row the
I
thing
love
to
it,
do.
though.
Like
I love
Nick
to do
Viall
that.
showing up.
Nick,
Caitlyn's
Hannah Brown,
season.
Hannah Brown showing up. Like,
But
it's
that
just,
makes sense to
yeah.
me because it's people that have been on the show. But if it's just some random dude that
Blake
she's-
showing up for Katie.
Yeah, I don't.
know?
Yeah, and also I don't know if we've ever seen this.
I don't think
where
we have
it's
either.
A non-bachelor.
It's like they're
nation
taking-
that
person.
happened once. Was it Becca?
Becca.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're
Poor
right, you're
Becca.
right,
Her
you're right.
seasons were.
Who was that dude?
Big
Did they show him on
flops.
screen? I don't remember
I
if they
don't
actually
remember.
showed
I don't
him or
think
if they just
No, because she didn't keep him.
yeah.
She's like, go
But
away.
anyways,
like,
so
why-
that was teased, and then also what's teased, which is interesting, is that it looks like she doesn't choose anyone at the end of the season.
Well, they made it
JP.
seem like that with Joey too. Like
They did.
Well,
they did.
They made it seem like someone was walking away from him.
Yeah.
it seemed like someone was walking away from him, which is a
And
narrative
he
that
got
they paint.
in the car alone.
Yeah.
Well, I think
Like-
my perspective of Joey's ending was that a girl left him
Well,
at
yeah.
the stand. This seemed like she chose herself.
yeah.
Like very much that. I don't think that happens, but I think that's what they're painting.
I mean, but if that does happen, like I can't say that I'd be surprised.
No, because also she's
like
young.
because I feel like A, she's young. B, like
Seems like a lot of drama goes down,
She wasn't the
too.
first choice for Bachelorette, and she wants to make an impact. Mm-hmm. Like, and if she chooses herself, if she chooses to stay alone,
if she chooses herself.
like that's gonna make a
Love
splash.
yourself.
That's gonna make a splash in Bachelor Nation, never seen before.
And we've
Jesse
never
Palmer.
seen it.
A Bachelorette has never done this before.
Like,
Oh, I love Jesse.
I can just hear it now. And then the interview, after the final rose interview, will be like, "So, John, that must have been a very hard decision for you.
I love the
Talk
show.
us through what you were feeling."
I love the show so much. I'm you
I
know
know
what?
it.
You know
You got
what? I'm
this
not
down.
the biggest Jen fan, but I'm sat. I'm
yeah.
strapped
No,
in.
absolutely.
I'm ready.
I'm walking around the living room as it's on. I'm not sat yet.
Well, you know,
I'm sad.
I was actually walking around not paying attention to half of it, but anytime.
I was watching Love Island simultaneously for the first
so
25 minutes.
we say we're in. Well, you know,
I've got about 5 toes in, not 10.
my big toe
one
has
foot in.
emerged,
Other
but
foot.
my big toe is dipping in. But other than that,
Yeah. I think if I didn't have so much binging to do in the past 2.5 days, like I would have been sat fully ready.
I mean,
to take everything.
Love
in.
Island really has been taking the cake, so
God,
it's just like
so
it's so
So
addictive.
good. And I'm thinking about
So-
how I want to watch it
I'm
tonight,
thinking about
but
how we're just gonna watch it and just like right when we're done with this. But guys, it was that everything. Do we
That's
have anything?
everything.
That's it,
I don't
think, right?
think I have
so
anything else.
Next week we'll obviously talk about their first week in Australia. We'll talk about obviously all the episodes that are going to be happening for Love Island. Greer, thank you
Thank
for
you for
joining.
having me.
Yes, you were
This
such a
is,
great
like,
addition to.
So much fun.
And we definitely have to have you back when Dancing with the Stars.
You guys, please.
Yes.
Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars is my show. I
love it.
like fully sit down. I'm sat. I'm watching. I'm voting.
We would love
I'm
to have
voting every time.
We would love to have you back
Thank you.
for Dancing with the Stars
would love
and
to be
anytime you would
back.
like.
I would love to. be
So
back.
thank you for joining
I'm
us.
so scared to listen to this and hear my voice.
It's gonna be fine. It's
It'll be great.
Hopefully everything works.
And yeah, we'll see you next week.
yes, everyone, please like, comment, subscribe. Check out the
Subscribe to our
YouTube channel.
YouTube,
If you're
please. If
listening
you-
on
yeah.
on whatever freaking podcast thing, just
Turn your phone off, swipe it up, go to your YouTube app, look up Reality Showgirls, just subscribe. I know you guys aren't really on YouTube that much, but just subscribe for us. Get the algorithm up. You know how
help
it is.
us out, okay? We want to make this.
We want this. We're just
we're
trying to
reaching for
quit
the
our day
stars.
jobs. Please help us. Every like, every share counts.
Yeah.
And that's it.
All right.
Okay. See you next week.
Bye.